Yeah, that was a blank video there. Alright, there we go. Well, I uncorked the bottle, might as well finish this thing out. Where the heck were we? Second World Tournament, everybody's here but Goku, because Goku is running around the world still. And it's almost time for it to start, everyone's freaking out. Also this guy, Crane Hermit. And a really doofy looking Tien on, and that other guy that nobody cares about, Chaozu. To imagine what Crane Hermit is like, take Turtle Hermit, and instead of the pervertedness, just make him a huge jerk. That's his entire character trait, he's evil. He is an evil man, and he trained two students who are sort of jerks too. At this point. Until they get beat up. Then they stop being jerks. They get the jerk punched out of them. They also have a rivalry. So it's going to be the Crane School versus the Turtle School in this tournament. Anyways, Goku shows up just in time, because... plot. Anyways, you'll be pleased to know there's only one maze segment left, and, I looked up the path through it, so we're not going to be screwing around in it too much. Burst. Smash down kick. What did I set burst to? Forward, and I set smash down kick, I think, to forward also? Yeah. Anyways, there's not a lot of this left, so I think I might as well try and finish it out. Yeah, Goku's here now, everyone's like, yay, Goku's here, get signed up, idiot. So I do that. This whole bit happens again. Not Master Roshi is here. Which I guess makes sense considering he's the defending champion. He is not going to pass, though. Unlike Hercule, much later on in Z. 182 people. Only 8 get to go out on stage. If I'm right, the draws happen so that none of these guys have to fight each other. In the prelims. Isn't that lucky? Anyway, everybody beats the crap out of their starting opponents because everybody else is chumps. Oh hey, fight was in English. Surprise! And here's... what? Tien being an idiot. And by an idiot, I mean jerk. Also, man, the drawing of his face is so bad in this. Anyways, Tien messes up his first opponent too, because he's got to get in the finals. And Goku fights one of like the 3 black people in Dragon Ball. I don't remember this guy's name, and it's really not important. He gets chumped like pretty much everybody else Goku fights in Dragon Ball. Yeah, you definitely won't. Yeah, that's true. Dang, that uses a lot of power. That face does not match the text. So yeah, with that out of the way, they skip basically the rest of the prelims. Jackie's in the finals. These three are in the finals. Yeah, Jackie's in the finals. That was a little early, apparently. Bulma's in the finals. Bulma's just watching. Master Roshi changes his clothes really fast because he's got to keep up the lie. Anyways, everybody draws lots. Eventually. If I recall, Chaozu here cheats to make sure that people get certain matchups happen. Also, Pen put. I don't know why his dialogue was actually translated. He's a chump. He is a huge chump, and he's gonna get busted up. Wolfman. He's a reverse werewolf. Hello. Goku insists on drawing the last number even though it's not that important because he's dumb. So let's just cut to business here. Important facts about this match. Yamcha loses terribly. He tries firing a Kamehameha and Tenshinhan just kinda says no. And then breaks his leg. Ten breaks Yamcha's leg to make that a little more clear. Anyway, since Yamcha can't fight anymore, he's out. That face. Holy crap. Gotta get a screenshot of that. There we go. There's Crane Hermit jerking it up. So, Jackie beats this guy. He's a reverse werewolf who's mad at Jackie for blowing up the moon, because he only becomes a human when there's a full moon. I'm pretty sure this doesn't get into it, but he hypnotizes him into thinking that Krillin's bald head is the moon, so he turns back to normal. Chaozu has psychic powers and is kind of a jerk. So he uses them to give Krillin a stomachache. He also uses the Dodon Ray, which... yeah. Triggers Goku from the whole Tao Pai Pai thing. Then he mentions that he killed him. And Tien gets a little mad about it. Tao Pai Pai is also the Crane Hermit's brother, I think, if I remember right. So it's kind of a matter of pride. Anyways, Chaozu triggers stomach aches, or something, until Krillin confuses him with simple math, and then beats him. Like, really simple math. Crane Hermit is a little displeased about that, which is understandable. So, this chump. This chump is probably the chumpiest chump we're gonna see for quite a while. He's not. He's really not. Oh hey, we gained an ability, now I gotta figure out what it is. Because it's probably better than what we've got. A different Kamehameha, huh? Anything else? Oh, we got dash. I don't care. Okay, so just a new Kamehameha, which I'll probably never get to fire off because it's so slow. I'll try. So yeah, this fight happens. They fight a bit. Master Chun eventually, you know, just decides, okay, you know what, I think my time is over. You guys are stronger than me. I give, and he just hops out of the ring. To let Tenshinhan do the whole be the stronger guy for my students thing. Also, Tenshinhan shows that he can do a Kamehameha now, too. Because he saw it once. And that's apparently a thing Tenshinhan can do. If I recall right, he never does it again, though, so whatever. So now the game's version of one of the cooler fights in the show and the manga. After some BS here. About Tenshinhan trying to understand what just happened. But he can't because he's too evil still. He needs Goku to punch him in the face a bit before he figures it out. Anyways, back to a fight that's pretty good in the show, in the manga. Goku and Krillin's rematch. It gets the good music, too. Why seem to have trained. Alright, let's see if we can get that new Kamehameha to work. Oh, it's that goofy one, okay. Oh, that's pretty open of you, Krillin. You forgot a vowel, though. So yeah, he goes for Goku's tail, but Goku has trained his tail to be stronger. Dude, he literally just flung you across the ring. I'm pretty certain he's not lying. Also, Goku uses really fast movement to, yeah, do that. I don't recall if in the manga/show he actually punched him or if he just stopped moving around really fast right in front of him and he jumped out of the ring in surprise. I feel like that's what actually happened. I think that might have given us... Yeah, afterimage counter. Afterimage counter is pretty good. So, final match is Goku versus Tien, another match which was really good in the show and the manga. In this game, it's basically like every other fight. Also, Crane Hermit wants Tien to kill Goku to avenge Tao Pai Pai's death because honor. Yeah, you're about to be... This patch is years old, and I don't know what happened. I found the old site again, but it's never been updated again. That face. Alright, I forgot there's a little scripted thing here. Where all of a sudden the game just takes control from you. And you get the crap kicked out of you a bit. What could possibly be causing this? It's Chaozu. Crane Hermit is making Chaozu help him cheat. Tien sees what's happening and is like, I don't want to win this way. Crane Hermit threatens to kill Chaozu. Eventually. And then Master Roshi deals with it. And Tien seems to be weak because this game isn't very good in his battles. It's very easy to just cheap out the entire thing and never take damage, aside from when it forces you to. Also, afterimage counter blocks like half of what he does. I don't know why it's so overpowered. Yeah, there was the threat. Master Roshi just blasts him away so they can have their fight in peace. And we go back to it. Nah, I forget what button I had that. Uh-oh. Oh, this has gone bad. And I lost! But it doesn't matter, because you're actually supposed to lose here anyway. If you beat him up enough, you get the proper scenes of tension on destroying the ring, Goku knocking him out of the air, and then losing because he hits the ground first. I actually didn't know the game would let you continue if you lost here. This was new. Oh well, it gets us through this not very good game a little faster. The only thing you miss out on by not getting 100% completion, I think there's like one move that you can't use. Unless you get everything, and it's really close to the end of the game, and it's like a useless move anyway. So anyways, Tension stop being a bad guy now. And Goku forgot his stuff, so Krillin's gonna go be a bro and get it for him. As you can see from that fight, there's a reason to actually kind of cheap it out. The game is a little brutal if you don't game the system a bit. It's only a few opponents are that way. Jackie Chun, when you fight him, Tension-On, and the final boss are all basically guaranteed to ruin you if you let them get a few hits in. Because you get slower as you take damage. So something bad happened. And, Krillin is, Krillin is an ex-Krillin. And we get a new musical cue out of it. Anyways, the announcer mentions that a monster showed up and took Goku's Dragon Ball and killed Krillin. So Goku grabs the radar for the Dragon Ball and hops on his cloud and flies away, even though Master Roshi's like, "Don't, you idiot." And we get some talk about Demon King Piccolo from Master Roshi. And how he's a major bad dude. And yes, they will just combo you to death while you slow down. The battle system in this game is really bad compared to its sequel. Which is saying something, because its sequel is just glorified rock, paper, scissors. So yeah, basically Master Roshi's like, yep, this is Piccolo Daimo's symbol, he must be back, it's not a good thing, because he's really strong, and he killed everybody, and my master died, sealing him away, blah blah blah. If I'm right, they eventually figure out, oh, he must be targeting martial artists, because the martial artist is the one who sealed him away. Then we get another one of these garbage scenes that don't mean anything. No, I still don't want to break the game by trying to save. So, this is all fake choices. Just keep going north. And you catch up to Tambourine! One of Piccolo's little minion guys, and you get a fight that you can't win, because Goku went off while still really beat up from the tournament. And as you can see, we were at really low health and really low power. And what's going to happen here is that he is going to just one-shot us. Two-shot us, apparently. Yep, there is absolutely no way to win that fight. And here's Piccolo and, what is that guy's name? Piano, I think? Pilaf and crew let Piccolo out of his, little sealed container, a rice cooker, because they're stupid. Basically. Piccolo wants their help getting the Dragon Balls, and they're basically too afraid of him to, complain too much. They do ask for some of the world, though. And he agrees, if I remember right, to a very small portion that they can have. And there's the rice cooker. And now it's gone. So yeah, Tambourine's mission was to get the list of entrants from the last... I forget how many world tournaments. And he also mentions, oh hey, I killed that guy. Pilaf and Game freak out a bit from seeing Goku again, but Tambourine's like, yeah, I killed that guy too, don't worry about it. So his mission is to go keep killing those dudes. And I'm not 100% certain what they keep talking about here. Garlic Jr. is not in Dragon Ball. Alright, Piccolo spit out another egg. And there's Symbol. Hi, Symbol. He sends Symbol out to go hunt for Dragon Balls, I believe? And everybody at the World Tournament just assumes something bad must have happened to Goku as he doesn't bother to come back, because he got blowed up. So they all try to figure out what they're gonna do. Yamcha can't really do much anything because his leg's busted. So everybody kind of heads off to try and figure out, what do we do? Also, if you want to get really technical, Garlic Jr. won't happen ever, because these are based off the manga. So these guys want to come with Master Roshi to help out, because they're not evil anymore. And they spend some time talking about events and trying to come up with a plan. Yeah, that was anime-only filler. That never happened in the source material at all. I forget what Roshi did there. He might have farted or something. I don't know. It was something dumb. Also, Nam got murdered. Poor Nam. Elsewhere, Goku survived. And I looked this up. Let's see if I remember correctly. I think it's 2-2, 3, 3. Yes! And that was the last maze. And we gotta eat this fish. And Goku now wants to try and figure out what to do. The Nimbus got blown up again, though, so... He tries to use the Dragon Radar, and notices that there's a ball really close to him. And then somebody throws a rock at him, and it's Yajirobe. Hi, Yajirobe. Goku sees the Dragon Ball and thinks he must be one of the monster things, because Goku apparently can't count on the fly. So, Yajirobe's mad about Goku eating his fish, and Goku thinks Yajirobe is a monster. So they fight! They fight straight out to a draw, if I recall. Look at him picking his nose. Man, trying to push left on this control pad just does not work. So yeah, they're both like, wow, this guy's pretty strong, because they fight to a straight-up even match. And then Goku finally realizes, wait a minute, that's not the 4-star Dragon Ball. Sorry. He never apologizes for eating Yajirobe's fish, if I recall, though. And then Symbol shows up for that Dragon Ball. And Goku's pretty mad about it, because he's like, that's one of the guys that must have killed Krillin. The Yajirobe wants to fight it, because he wants to eat him. So they decide to play rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to fight him. And in the manga, Goku loses. You can win this. But if you lose it, Yajirobe squares off a Symbol and just murders him straight up. No problem. If I recall, he cuts him right in half. And then cooks and eats him. Piccolo feels that death. And he is not too pleased about it. So he diverts Tambourine over to be like, okay, what just happened? Go see what happened. Meanwhile, Yajirobe is eating Symbol. He won't give any to Goku, though, because Goku stole his fish. This game has a couple of good tracks, but the good tracks are never used that frequently. It's kind of sad. The last boss has its own special theme, if I recall right, and it's probably the best one in the game. And he can be really tough. Anyways, these guys talk about nothing for a while. Not Piccolo, one of Piccolo's little minion guys. Anyways, Tambourine finally shows up to end this Japanese. Goku recognizes him as actually the guy who killed Krillin and is ready to fight him again. Incidentally, Yajirobe wants to eat him too, and I think Goku says, yeah, okay, fine, you can eat him when I get done with him. Anyways, Goku swears revenge. Next time. This time you can actually win this fight. And honestly, this whole scene in the actual anime is probably one of my favorite ones. When Yajirobe was first introduced in Dragon Ball, he was exactly as strong as Goku is. What? You can get counter-punched out of that? BS. But for whatever reason, Goku doesn't realize that he didn't kill him. Yet. And Tambourine immediately realizes, welp, I am screwed, and tries to fly off. And Yajirobe's like, no, my lunch. So Goku pulls out his magic stick, flies up into his face, and, promptly blows him away. And Yajirobe gets really mad because, Goku just vaporized him. No, this game does not teach you how to play. This is an old game. It had a manual, unlike most recent games. You had to actually read it. So, Piccolo is once again really mad that his other guy got, killed. And goes to, you know, see what's going on in person this time. That is old Piccolo. The original Piccolo Daimo. Demon King Piccolo. And I hear Cat being naughty out there. Tommy, stop! One moment. I had to take him away. Anyways, at some point in this conversation, Yajirobe realizes that that is Demon King Piccolo and he's after this Dragon Ball. So he gives Goku the Dragon Ball and promptly takes off. Because he wants nothing to do with that business. Goku, being kind of dumb, still puts together the dots that, oh hey, I bet you're the guy who got Krillin killed, and challenges him. Because he doesn't know what he's getting into. This leads directly into another fight that you can't actually win. Piccolo is way stronger than Goku right now. To the point that you literally can't even defend against this stuff. It just doesn't work. Oh hey, these boxes weren't translated. So yeah, Piccolo beats the crap out of Goku, and just leaves him for dead. Takes the Dragon Ball, which if I recall was the last one they needed. And off they go. Oh no, I forgot. Master Roshi and Tenshinhan and Chaozu went out to try and gather up some Dragon Balls to hide them. They've got 2 of them. But Piccolo is, like, right there. So... they realize that they have problems. Piccolo's got the rest of the Dragon Balls. And they won't be able to just hide them forever. So they go... essentially to meet him. And hide their 2 Dragon Balls at the same time. Master Roshi says he will meet with him, because he knows a move that can stop Piccolo. And he has everybody hide. They also come up with a backup plan. Anyways, Tenshinhan wants to help in the fight. Piccolo, however, isn't completely stupid and eats the 2 Dragon Balls he has. They originally wanted to steal the Dragon Balls, but at this point, Master Roshi realizes, welp, that's out. He also knocks Tenshinhan out so Tien doesn't try to interfere with what's about to happen. And the secondary plan is to have Chaozu yell out a different wish, and wish for Demon King Piccolo to be defeated or sealed away or something. Should Master Roshi's attempts here fail. They talk about old times a bit. Until Master Roshi throws out a rice cooker. And proceeds to try to use the evil containment wave to seal him away. Unfortunately, though, he misses the mark. And it takes so much energy that he promptly keels over dead afterwards. So Piccolo gloats, thinking that Master Roshi is the last person around that might know how to actually do that. Tenshinhan was watching, though. Anyways, Piccolo, I guess, spits up those Dragon Balls. And they summon the dragon. So Tien tells Chaozu, okay, wish for him to be defeated. And Chaozu tries to get that out, but Demon King Piccolo spots him and promptly murders him before he can do so. So Piccolo gets his wish. And he wishes for his youth back, instead of immortality. I think he wishes for eternal youth. He then promptly kills the dragon. So that no one can use the Dragon Balls against him. Because the dragon's dead. So nobody can be wished back to life because the dragon is dead, and the Dragon Balls are now useless rocks. He gets fixed later on, don't worry. Anyways, Yajirobe comes over to see Goku's corpse and realizes, oh wait, he's not a corpse, and takes him over to a river after Goku asks for some water. Kami literally just puts the dragon back together again. Kami made the Dragon Balls so he can fix the Dragon Balls. Anyways, after Goku's like, man, I was totally outmatched, he asks Yajirobe to take him to Korin's tower. And Yajirobe does. They explain what's going on to these two a little bit. Meanwhile, Piccolo decides, okay, time to go take over the world. Also, he promptly dumps Pilaf and company out of the ship. Because he doesn't need them anymore. And then we don't see Pilaf and friends again for a very long time. Bye, guys. You're too comedic for this now serious show. Get out. So, Goku asks Yajirobe to carry him up the tower, and Yajirobe does so with absolutely no difficulty. And Goku gets healed up with a Senzu Bean, and Yajirobe eats a bunch of Senzu Beans, not realizing that's a bad idea. So, Korin eventually mentions, oh, by the way, the water I gave you last time was fake power-up water, but I have some real power-up water. You want that? And the real power-up water is basically literal poison that Goku drinks, and by surviving it, he gets way stronger, for reasons. There it is. He's got his teapot full of poison. You can choose to not drink it, but that's not a good idea. Yajirobe takes a little taste in the water, and even the little tiny taste that he takes messes him up pretty bad. Goku just straight up chugs a big old cup of it, and then spends the next while screaming. Up! The graphics glitched out. This'll fix itself next time there's a save area or a battle. So anyways, Demon King Piccolo literally just lands at the King of the World's castle and wrecks up the place. And wrests control of the world from King of the Earth, a dog man. This is Piccolo throwing the King's personal guard off of a ship. Because Piccolo's kind of a jerk. One senzu bean is equivalent to 10 days worth of food. So, by eating a bunch of them, he, overate by a considerable amount. Anyways, meanwhile, Tenshinhan is telling everybody that basically everybody that went to go fight Piccolo died. Except for him. So nobody has any idea what to do now, because things have gotten real bad. And they all turned into glitches. That doesn't help. Anyways, everybody else runs in to be like, we need to turn on the TV. And this is the King of the Earth glitch, saying, I give up the throne to Piccolo, and he is in total power now. And Piccolo says, alright, it's now Piccolo Day, and every year on this day I'm going to destroy one part of the world, because I'm a huge jerk, and that's what I do. And he pulls out his first lottery drawing. And it ends up being the area where Capsule Corp and Bulma's parents are. So she starts freaking out. And eventually Tenshinhan's like, alright, fine, I'll go deal with it. And takes off to the capital. Also, yeah, the dragon's dead, he mentions that now. So Tenshinhan shows up. And he has a container, because he learned how to do the evil containment wave from seeing it done once. And after they get done spouting Japanese at each other for a while... Wow, man, you are not looking so good. Tenshinhan realizes that he has a slight problem. He can't do the Mafuba evil containment wave. Because his container has a hole in it or something. I don't remember the exact specifics. So Piccolo spits out Drum, a new little henchman, who promptly kicks the crap out of Tien. With absolutely no difficulty. Meanwhile, Goku finally stops screaming and gets up off the floor. Gets his cloud back. And heads off to stop what's about to happen from happening. So right at the last possible second, Goku hops in and saves the day. And then he fights Drum. Drum was a big tubby dude. And I'd say fight with obvious air quotes. Because in the source material, this fight was Goku kicked him in the head so hard he literally caved half of it in. Fight over. And now everything's fixed. Tenshinhan's kind of freaking out because Goku's gotten so much better. Piccolo himself is a little displeased about what happened. So they decide to fight a bit. And Goku knocks Piccolo into Piano, which causes Piano to die, because Demon King Piccolo is really big. They don't really explain that, but he is huge. And here's the final boss music, which is pretty great. Anyways, Piccolo's pretty tough, and he is one of the fights that I usually kind of cheap out. I'm not doing a good job of it, though. Man, he keeps blocking. Ah! Frieza's ultimate form wasn't that big. Frieza's ultimate form was smaller than Goku. adult Goku. I'm gonna lose. Let's see if I can do a slightly better job of that. Actually, Kamehameha spam is really crap in this game. I forgot that Piccolo can just straight up block Kamehamehas. And that attack he was charging up to use was just a big old explosion that does a ton of damage. Which he's going to use right now. Frieza's second form was really big, and his third form, but his final form was shorter than Goku was. So that's just a break point in the fight, and incidentally, if I remember right, at some point, I didn't actually mention it, we got a couple of new attacks. Yeah, we got a bunch of new Kamehamehas. I'll try and get one of those off, but Piccolo is not really an easy fight to get attacks that take forever to charge to go. Anyways, Tien saved Goku from the explosion, because Goku can't fly yet. But Tien used up all of his remaining strength doing that, so he's basically out for the count now. And now it's time for round 2. Let's see if I can get this off. He blocked it! What a jerk! It's really hard to tell, because there's a lot of weird perspective going on. And that was the strongest attack in the game. So anyways, realizing that he's actually losing, Piccolo promptly grabs the messed up Tenshinhan and uses him as leverage, because Goku's that kind of guy. So Goku gives up, and Piccolo breaks both of his legs and one arm. Figures, okay, I can kill him now, that should be enough. But as it turns out, Goku fires off a beam out of his one good hand and just kind of flings himself bodily. And that happens. So, now having a brand new hole in his chest, Piccolo mumbles a bit. Vomits out an egg, and promptly explodes. And Yajirobe shows up to catch the falling Goku. Now, if I remember right, he has senzu beans for them. And they bond over their victory. I think at this point, Tien mentions that the dragon was killed. And then Tien tells everybody what happened. And everyone's like, Goku's the best! Hooray! And then we get the credits. Oh hey, since it's not glitched this time, you can actually see what Arail and the people from the Dr. Slump crossover looked like. Yep, that was pretty much the end. There is one more scene after this. Pilot. Oh, we ran out of names. Old woman. Yep, ran out of names again. Yep, here they are. The rare only gachans. I don't actually know who the rest of the characters in Dr. Slump are. So here's a bunch of stats I don't understand. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Oh hey, this last thing. This is translated. Why did this get translated? I don't want to be one of you guys. They translated that, but not the credits. So, fun fact, the background images there are actual manga covers. And the only reason I'm not killing this now is there is actually a scene after the credits. I forgot that there was a little intermission for the pointless stats screen, though. Gilon. Alright, last scenes are basically... Core mentions with the stick you can go up to a higher place. So he does... And up there is where he meets Kami, and Kami fixes the Dragon Balls. Eventually this happens. Nope, Goku's early teens in Dragon Ball. He's just really short, and then in the time skip between here and the next part of the show, he's suddenly basically adult size. So yeah, Goku uses his stick to go up to Kami's lookout. Or heaven. And meets Mr. Popo, who, easily defeats Goku. And then Kami comes out, and Goku, rather understandably, mistakes him for Piccolo. They explain the situation, though. And explain that Piccolo is the evil half of Kami, blah blah blah. Like so. So Kami says, you gotta stay up here and train with me so you're ready for the return of Demon King Piccolo. Because he's not dead, because I'm not dead. Meanwhile, they use the Dragon Balls to resurrect the 3 dead guys. Also, the dragon mentions that Kami is up hanging out, or that Goku is hanging out at Kami's place. Don't bother looking for him. And they explain what happened. And up here, Goku's all like, yay, more training. I like training. And Goku stays up here until the next tournament. Elsewhere, Baby Piccolo is born. And this here is a password that you can supposedly put into the sequel, but I never, ever, ever figured out where to put it. Supposedly it gives you somewhat better stats and some and an extra move in the second game, which you really don't need. Yes, that is where this game ends, and there is no way off this screen. It's just stuck here forever. But with this out of the way, I'm going to go take a little break, and I will come back at maybe 8:30ish to move on to the sequel. So I will see you guys in a little bit. I need some water. 1 15-minute break later, I'll be back.